Hey everyone, what's up? This is Johnny FD, and I am in my apartment here in Tbilisi, Georgia. And I wanted to tell you a quick funny story on how I found this place and why I stay in Airbnbs every month and how good of a value it can be sometimes. So, if you haven't ever thought about living in Airbnb full time year round, keep watching this video. I'm gonna show you why. All right, so really funny story. Okay, I guess a bit of a background first. I travel full time. I only go back to the US about 1 month a year. And if you want to know why, there's a huge tax break for Americans where we basically get a $100,000 tax credit as long as we travel 11 months of the year. So I don't keep an apartment or a house in the US. I have some investment properties, but that's another story. What I do is I go home and I stay with my parents or my sisters or friends for that month I'm there. And the rest of the year, I'm staying mostly in Airbnbs or local apartments. And sometimes I forget what I rented because I'll rent it a few weeks or a month in advance to be able to get that whole 30-day block because I hate moving around all the time. I like going to a new city and staying for a full month at a time, sometimes 2 months, really to get into a nice schedule. I can join a gym, I can join a co-working space, I can get to know the neighborhood, I can get to know the locals, all that cool stuff. So with Tbilisi, Georgia, I actually forgot what I had booked and had been staying in really cheap places in Ukraine, mostly because it's hard to find good places there because the nice modern places are super overpriced and they're really far out of the center, and I like being right in the city center. I like being able to walk everywhere within 10 or 15 minutes. So those are my criteria. And I don't like wasting money for no reason. I don't like overpaying. So with Tbilisi, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a place right in the center, near like the Vake Vera district, but also near the old city, so I can walk to both places. Right, it's right in the middle. And I booked a place, and I forgot what I had booked. On the ride here, I was thinking, man, this city is so crowded. It's such a big city. I just want a place that's comfortable, that I hope it's not too small. I hope I have a TV so I can just chill for a month, watch Netflix, get some work done, and then go out when I want to go out. And I was really shocked when I walked through this front door over here, and I saw this hallway, and I thought this was the hallway to a bunch of apartments because it's like a big corridor. And I met the Airbnb host. She gave me the keys. She gave me the Wi-Fi password, and I said, okay, which one is my room? Like, which one is my apartment? And she's like, this is your apartment. And I looked around, and I was like, holy shit, this entire place is mine. Let me show you. Let me give you a tour. All right, so you walk in, and the very first kind of thing you see is this corridor where you're thinking, okay, this is there must be like multiple places here, but let's see what's behind in this room, what's in this door. And I was like, oh, it's a nice big dining room with a nice view outside. Oh, it's a balcony. Let's see if it looks nice out here. And you're like, okay, it's just a city block. You have a nice view of the city as well. Nice place to sit. You can have a coffee in the morning. And you're like, okay, well, is it just a dining room? Wait, there is more. There is this huge room that's basically like a lobby and not someone's living room. It has a huge flat screen TV, these big sofas. And here I was thinking, I just hope there's a TV so I can watch some Netflix. Because my last place, it was right in the city center, really good location, but it had like an old granny TV and I couldn't plug in my Amazon stick or my Fire Stick. So I was so happy to see this, and I was like, okay, where is the bedroom? So I walked down the corridor and I'm like, oh, it's actually a pretty nice bedroom. Like, nice big wardrobe. There's another mirror on this side. Another balcony. Another kind of city view. There's a small bathroom over here. I'm like, wait, what else is here? And I was like, oh, wow. There's another bedroom. And this one has an even nicer view. By the way, I think this one is gonna be mine. And by the way, I'm staying here by myself. So if anyone wants to come for a month, I had this place for an entire month here in Tbilisi, in Georgia. And it's quiet and has these beautiful mountain views. There's this Ferris wheel that I really hope lights up at night. And I'm so happy because, like, when you travel a lot, you just want a place to kind of chill out sometimes and call home and, like, just stay in sometimes when you don't feel like going out. Like when I was in Kiev right before this, I was out all the time. It was a kind of a smaller place, and it was fine. It was like really close. I can just walk outside, and I was right in the city center. And that's a big part of it, because if you choose to stay in a small city, like in a village somewhere, small town, or if you're like a 20-minute drive outside of the city center, you can get great big places. Like in Chiang Mai, Thailand, you can get a mansion or a house for, $500, less than $1,000. But I like being like within a 10-minute walk to everywhere, because to me, that's really valuable. So when I saw this place, I was like, oh, this is cool. But then I was like, okay, what else is there? Because it seems like this is a really big place. All right, so I walk into the room, like, okay, there's another bathroom here, second bathroom. And I was like, all right, this is much bigger than the other one. Oh, it even has a nice big tub. Has a washing machine so I can do some laundry. And I was like, what? I was like, no way, there's another room? I thought I booked a one-room apartment. And I was like, okay, this one just has a twin bed, but it has a desk. So I can work in here if I want. And also access to this. And I saw, oh, there's another bed. So if 2 people or 3 people want to come visit, you can. Because I have, remember, that room, this room, which I'm going to take. I don't know, maybe I'll just switch. I have this entire room, which is completely empty. So if someone's in town, let me know. And then I have the kitchen. I completely forgot about this. It took me like 10 minutes to walk around this place. And all the doors were closed, so it made it even kind of harder to look around. But this is super nice like dining table. To be honest, I'd be happy with just working from here. And then I was like, oh wow, I have another balcony. This is crazy. And you can see the city, there's locals that live here, but lots of like trees and greenery, which is really nice as well. I really like that. But let me show you the rest of the kitchen. Look at this. This is like a proper nice kitchen. Like if I had this kitchen in California and this big of a room, I don't know if you can tell how big this room is, but this is like a full size kitchen. Like you can host like a whole family Thanksgiving in here. All right, so you must be wondering how much this place costs. And you have to remember, when you rent on Airbnb, it's including like utilities, internet, cable, electricity, water, gas, trash service, maintenance, and there's no contract. When you rent a place for 6 months or a year, you're locking yourself into security deposit, first month, last month, and then you're paying all these bills, all this stuff. So it ends up being a lot cheaper. And in the US, living in a small studio apartment, and for those who are not American, a studio means you walk in and that's it. That you see the whole room. The only door you have is your front door. So you're in bed, you can see your kitchen, you can see the entire room. And at least in like Eastern Europe, when you have a one-room apartment, there's at least a separate kitchen, which I'm actually okay with, to be honest. And in the US, I was paying $1,200 or $1,200 for that. And when I added in electricity, like utilities, internet, all the stuff, I was paying at least $200 more. So in general, I was paying probably $1,500 for a really small, crappy place. And it's way more expensive now. And I wasn't in the city center. I couldn't walk anywhere. Here, I'm like right in the center, and maybe a 10-15 minute walk, right? And it's kind of nice because it's still quiet, but it's still close by everything. And in general, I like to stay in places like this because you have access to everything. I'd rather be in a smaller place in the center and be able to walk places than to have a bigger place like when you have to do a 20-minute drive and you feel like, oh, I don't want to go in today, I'm just going to stay home, or like I'm not going to go back and forth, things like that. But what's really nice about Tbilisi, Georgia, and I had heard this before I came, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come here so bad. There are actually 3 reasons. One, I heard people are super nice. Second is the food is really good. If you never had Georgian food, try it. See if there's a local Georgian restaurant near you. Get the khachapuri, which is like this bread thing with an egg and cheese inside. And try, I'll have another video about the food. But I heard, people are nice, the food's great, and the visa situation is so easy. For most countries, you get 1 year on arrival. That means if you love this place and you just never want to leave, you could basically stay a year at a time, go on vacation anywhere, even for a day, even for an hour, come straight back and get another year. That combined with low cost of living, I was thinking, I want to try out Georgia. I want to check out Tbilisi. And when I started looking for apartments online, I was like, this almost seems too good to be true. And at first it was, because a lot of the really nice places are on the other side of the river or like outside of town. So you have to take a bus in or you have to take a taxi in. But even on Airbnb, I found this place for $415 for an entire month, for entire 30 days, 30 nights. So if you're paying more than $415 for your living and you don't have a 3-bedroom place with a giant living room and nice mountain views, think about becoming a digital nomad. Think about becoming location independent and picking up roots, because it is so nice. I love getting good value. It just feels nice. And that's why I'm so excited to make this video. If you follow me on Instagram, please do, Johnny FDK. I made a short video about this. And I was like, you know what? I feel bad for everyone who doesn't follow me yet, or they just miss it because, Instagram stories only for a day. I want people to see the value that you get, what you can get for $400, $415. And imagine you have a roommate, you're each paying $200. I guess if we really want to rent out the third room, it'd be even cheaper, but I think I would just have one other person maximum. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to be updating you on life in Georgia because I'm going to be here for 6 weeks total, a month and a half. And I'm going to show you what Tbilisi is about, the food, what's there to do, and also kind of what the future plans are. And if you want to hang out in person, you want to meet a ton of, literally hundreds of other digital nomads who also work online and travel, come to the next Nomad Summit. You can watch some of the videos, just search for Nomad Summit here on YouTube, or go to nomadsummit.com. Next conference is going to be in Cancun, Mexico, and then in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I hope to see you guys somewhere in the world, and I hope you live in an awesome place that you really love, and you're getting a good value. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Where do you live? How much are you paying? And what's the best Airbnb you've ever had? See you guys. I still cannot get over how nice this view is. I cannot wait to wake up to this. This is so beautiful. How cool it would be when if I go to that Ferris wheel and I can see my place. I'm like, oh, I live there for $415 a month. Oh, I'm so happy to see that it lights up at night.
It starts with an itch and a tingle, and then it builds and expands. And suddenly, all at once, my legs won't let me stand. I scratch till my fingers